Hello and welcome. Today we're doing the 3.5 star adventure Scorn of the Moon in the Rogues of Runeterra adventure, and we're using Yasuo. We're doing this because we want Jin fragments. Pretty sure we're gonna win, but I haven't looked at it at all yet, so who knows. In the Rogues of Runeterra adventure, you do get to draft first. I'm going to take Annie because we have Spellslinger for a stun. We're not guaranteed to get stuns because our deck is empty. These special rules are: I'm assembling a team, you draft your deck other than your starting champion in this adventure, plus 2 rerolls, and Blades in the Dark. Round end, deal 4 damage, or 4 to the player's nexus, reduce the damage by 2 for each card the player played this round. So if we don't do things, we're going to be taking a lot of damage. Taking damage is bad, so something like Counterfeit Production will make it so that we take less damage. It'll also let us double up on cards that we get that are good. Fade Blade Twirler is our normal win condition. We don't have access to that, so we're going to try to just pick some stuff that says the word stun on it and hope it works out. The prefect with the when you play a spell, fast spell, slow spell, or skill, grant me +1/+0. That might have the same general effect as the Fade Blade Twirler, where it gets stronger over time. This says the word stun on it, so we'll take it. I kind of like the Enraged Fire Spitter, but it does only do 2 damage when it's outside of Swain's deck, which probably isn't good enough. I might just toss a reroll here, see if I can get something better. Windswept Hillock is one of the best cards in the game for Yasuo. Again, when I'm looking here, I'm not seeing anything I super want. Drawing 1 might be decent. And then Mina with Double Time Watch is probably fine. Probably. So it looks like we have 2 fights in a row here. I should have looked at what the power was for this adventure. When the foe summons a unit, grants its keywords to the previous unit the foe summoned, so that is an annoying power. This guy is from the Galio adventure. I should recognize that up front. So like I said, we have counterfeit copies, so we could counterfeit Annie if we wanted. That would give us access to Disintegrate. We could also counterfeit Yasuo, which will give us access to Steel Tempest. And again, we do want to be playing 2 cards every round. So let's copy more Yasuo. I think it's probably okay to do that. Sometimes if you put too many copies, your hand is just bad. But I think it's something we're gonna have to risk. We'll copy Windswept Hillock. I want to pass here, but I'm kind of afraid of what happens if I do, because I'll take 4 damage and we won't remove these units if they decide to end the turn. But if they don't decide to end the turn, then I can kill everything, which would be really good. And of course they end the turn. That's pretty unsurprising, to be honest. Keep copying. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this Legion Saboteur here. That's mostly a passing move.
I wanna play a game of hide and burn.
I think this is probably fine. With home turf, it should start in play. Having access to more mana is typically very, very good. We have a choice between shop and champion item chest. I think shop is good, or champion item chest is better than shop because we are low on money right now. We can buy anything useful even if we got to the shop. They play a card, we eat the card. Make sure to play a second card so we don't take damage. Go ahead and drop Mana Soul Student here. Copy Yasuo. I don't have an attack. And drop Yasuo. Copy Windswept Hillock. Copying Steel Tempest is probably better. Not sure I was supposed to block there because they could heal. And if they heal, that activates their trap card. Still not at enough stuns.
I follow only one path, my own. The destiny brings me home.
This guy probably attacks us. He didn't. Crazy.
I will open a path to the heavens.
You can just replace our Hillock here. Lets us kill a unit and makes us get out of damage taking range. So like I said, if you do this enough, your whole hand becomes one card. Which isn't great typically. And also this card in specific replaces itself, which can also be a problem. Because now my hand is just full. New cards get burnt. It's fine. It is something you have to be aware of. I don't mind it though. Having infinite stuns in your hand is not something I would consider a problem. You copy Wildfire. That'd be an okay copy. We have 340 gold. If we had 400, we would take the shop. And I'm fine just taking more health. We should have 400 after whatever we're doing next. I don't like the Dread, so I'm going to take Arbiter of the Peak. Mountain Pink helps us, and anything they put out that's strong should be susceptible to being stunned, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. For example. A copy of Yasuo here. I think that's a good plan. We do have Wildfire, and we'll start copying that a little bit later. But for right now, I want to make sure that we have access to plenty of Yasuo. I think it zero costed my zero cost card, which happens. We're gonna disintegrate here. No, I can't. I wanted to disintegrate into Death's Hand. That doesn't seem like it's gonna be a possibility. So we'll Death's Hand. Oh, it would have been a possibility because of that. That's probably what I was thinking. I'll just play this card infinity times. Can't do anything about that. Can't play Wildfire until we find a replacement. If we want to be counterfeiting it. We could probably pass here, they're going to play a card. That doesn't matter because we're not strong enough yet. That not count as a stun?
Life and
death on a blade's edge.
Weird.
It's Skythera,
Where
Annie.
there's fire,
Tibbers.
there's Tibbers!
Schools suck.
You are unworthy.
Even I will follow this path until the end. I do all.
I'll get us to the peak, no matter what it takes. You'll want to give me some. Might not have wings, but they'll fly.
That's fine.
Today, base camp. Tomorrow, the summit.
If we could get slow and steady, that'd be really nice. Don't need a second counterfeit production, and I'm fine kind of holding my whatever. Holding my rerolls until we can get 3 powers instead of 1. Nocturne. When an enemy strikes the player's nexus, grant their copies of that unit everywhere +2/+0. That's kind of crazy.
I have my orders.
Could attack. We have Deathless,
In position.
but I mean, really, it's just worth 1 damage. I don't know if that's any good value here. Okay, so it has to strike the Nexus. So as long as we prevent that, we're okay.
What good's power if you're not gonna use it?
Follow the wind. Watch your back.
Viago awaits feast.
Don't have an attack here, unfortunately.
No cure, fools.
If we end round, we take 4 damage. So we kind of have to play a card here.
It takes more than magic to make a great mage, kid.
Destiny waits. Even
Shake a boom.
I think we probably just eat Nocturne.
Hey, Annie. Think Tibbers wants to come play?
This would have been better to eat.
Tibbers says yes.
I'll take the 4 damage, it's fine.
Everything behind you.
Obviously the best power is hold it. Dreambuff and Spirits is kind of cool though. I don't hate that. Pale Death is way worse than Spiderling, so definitely, definitely avoid that. Sand seems fine. Don't. Well, opening with Annie's probably okay. But I think the Legion Saboteur with the Death Blast will clone itself, so that's a little bit better.
In position. Behind ya.
You're something special, aren't you, Annie?
Not sure what happens on this. Okay, so the attack still goes through, that's cool.
Maybe I do have a future. I do alright.
You withers in the spider's web.
Everything blooms.
You're gonna regret stealing my Yasuo.
Come on. I know you got
I hated the Thrasher. So if I want to block it, I have to
want you angry.
lose a good unit. I guess it's fine.
Even I have good days. I do
I want to play.
It's gonna do 9 damage.
some things never done.
It's just gonna have to be fine.
Look, and the
We don't really have... Oh, I didn't expect that. That's worse. Drop Tibbers, he'll attack. Cost reduction's great. Remove a card. I don't actually know what our worst card is here. I think it's Decisive Maneuver. This would just clog her hand, and that's bad. This card would be good if it wasn't ephemeral. Ruination's interesting, but probably not something I need right now. We're gonna leave to check to see if there's a better option later. There's not, so we can spend all our rerolls right here. Sorcery's good. Evershade Stalker makes just a lot of units and swarms you really fast. Space Doggo's kind of does too, but I think it gives you a little bit more breathing room in the beginning. Evershade Stalker sort of runs out of cards at a certain point.
Hey, Solari! Got a bit of moon rock for ya. One sling, a bunch of targets. Yeah, that's more like it.
You could drop the Prefect first,
Kind of us.
then Mana Soul Student next. Well, Yasuo next, then Mana Soul Student.
That's a spicy starball.
I go where the road takes me. No one is promised tomorrow. No
Whoa! I can see the magic.
What can you do? Sometimes your opponent has a bunch of arcane comets. I guess we could attack here. It's not. I don't know. It sets you up for meteor shower.
Find your own light in the darkness.
Follow the wind.
Was that a glimmer of starlight I saw?
I can, help.
Even
We're not super close to winning yet.
I want to learn.
Still need another couple of rounds.
There's magic, and there's me. Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
Feet were made for Roman. And
not bad, kid.
calm mind and open heart.
I have so many cards.
Take action. It reminds us there is always more.
I don't think we need the extra mana right now. Having an extra stun will be good. Our infinite Yasuos are keeping us in business.
Not history. Spilled paint is just accidental art.
You'll want to give me some space. Promise.
Don't you
Sunlight blinds while moonlight reveals.
A little puncture and a little get 'em.
Like a gale through the valley. I know your true heart.
Come on, Kipper. It's playtime.
So ever so slowly whittling them down.
What good's power if they're not going to use it?
Relax and strike.
They have 13 cards, we have 51.
I alone decide my fate.
Times are tough.
Warned you.
Let's get rid of all the dogs.
Explosive.
And here's our 1 damage. We did it. we can just skip here. We can reroll, see if there's something really good. Hunt the Week with Draw Champion is interesting in the case of counterfeit copies, but I don't think we need it. I don't really think there's a card I don't like. Spellslingers may be the worst, but it's fine. A die on his power is Moon's Silver Blade. When one of the foe's units activates Nightfall, double its power this round. I don't know what that means. I can't play any cards. Excavator's charge on Diana. It's interesting. I think we're likely to just Celestial Wonder here.
Her flowers bring the moonlight with them.
There's magic, and there's me. Where are you from?
Didn't really want to do it, but it felt right. I can play Yasuo whenever.
Follow the wind. No one is promised tomorrow.
Were peaceful once. You leave me no. Their scent travels on the night air.
So far that Nightfall thing hasn't done anything.
Just a little farther. Brace yourselves.
When the sun goes down, we strike.
Just seems like a bad power. I'm sure there's gonna be a different time where I get killed by it, and I'm like, oh no, this power is too strong, but right now it just doesn't feel like it's doing anything.
Feet were made for Roman. And like a gale. Hold tight.
Moonlight Affliction's pretty annoying.
You'll want to give me some space. Promise. Might not have wings. Fly. Focus Earth, everyone.
I think this should be good. Yeah. Even with a third Moonlight Affliction, we have enough power to make it through. And that is that. Hard to say if that adventure is hard or not. Counterfeit copies meant that we weren't taking damage every round. And also playing Yasuo, he just kind of wins. So there wasn't that much to worry about. But yeah, I don't know. So I don't think I have good information on what that adventure actually does. But that is all for this one. 3.5 looks pretty easy so far. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.